Hello and welcome to a new episode of Review. Today we will take a closer look at an Airbus A320-200 in the colors of Alitalia. And if we start with the box, we can see here on the front we have the Alitalia branding and the SkyTeam logo here in the front, and we of course also have the cutout so we can see the aircraft inside. Now if we take a look at the backside, we can see we have a very nice image of the aircraft. We can see here we have the original dimensions of the aircraft and some additional information as always. So let's take a closer look inside. And here she is, the Airbus A320-200 in the now old colors of Alitalia. Alitalia of course recently only updated their livery, so you can still see this livery on many aircrafts of their fleet. Alitalia is of course also the flag carrier of Italy. But let's take a closer look at the aircraft and its details. And as always we start with the tail section of the aircraft, and here we can see on the vertical stabilizer we have the Alitalia branding. On top of that we have the last two letters of the registration code. Then of course also on the fuselage we have the full registration code, and we do also have the aircraft type specification. Then on the front end of the aircraft we have some more details here. Of course on the fuselage we have the Alitalia branding, we have the aircraft name, we have also the SkyTeam logo as Alitalia is a member of SkyTeam. Now if we take a closer look at the cockpit itself, that could maybe be a little bit more detailed, but we do have, for example here just above the windows, the last two letters of the registration code. Now if we take a look at the wings and here on the top side, this is probably my favorite detail on the aircraft. Now the wings are very nicely detailed, and then the Alitalia branding and the full registration code here on the top side, it makes the wing look really good. And then on the back side or the underside of the wing we can see again here also quite decent details, including the full registration code of the aircraft once again. Now another detail that I actually quite like, although it's not really spectacular, it's kind of standard, but it is actually quite solid and good, are the engine nacelles. We can see them here from this side and here from the other side. They do actually quite work for me, and I think it kind of sums up the aircraft in total, because the aircraft doesn't really pull any new tricks out its sleeve. It's pretty standard what the details are. The print quality is excellent, but it's just the whole package that makes the aircraft really good, and especially with this livery the A320 looks great. And that brings me to the last detail I want to highlight, and that's of course the doors to the cargo compartment, as you can see them right here. So it is an aircraft which has all the details that you would expect, but it doesn't have any new details. However, it's still a very solid aircraft, and for me the Alitalia branding and the Alitalia livery is just an iconic one. It's been around for so long, and especially now when they have introduced their new livery, I think it's really nice to have at least one aircraft model with this livery that, as I said, has been around for quite some time. Now with that we have reached the end of today's episode. Now if you have enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, or if you're new around here, why not hit subscribe. And don't miss out on next week's episode, which is a really special episode I think. It's a Boeing 777-300ER, but from Singapore Airlines, which I actually didn't know that Herpa had made their model of. As far as I can see, this is actually only sold as an in-flight model when you are flying on Singapore Airlines. I was lucky enough to find it in a shop, and I'm very much looking forward to showing you this aircraft. So hopefully you'll be on board. Until then, I would like to say thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.